Welcome to Local Real Estate Investors. This is your host, Jason Seacrest. Wanted to go through the 4 levels of real estate investing. It doesn't matter if you are brand new into investing or a seasoned veteran. We're all pretty much looking for the same thing, and that's to be successful at real estate. So if you're looking at this for the first time, I wanted to give you a sense of what we do, how we work together. Obviously, we got started around 5 years ago, and everyone had their different interests. Everyone was starting out at different points, and it was a lot more beneficial to us to actually collaborate together rather than compete. So with the 4 levels of real estate, hopefully by the end of this, you really see how everything really works together and how people can participate. So if you're brand new, or if you're looking to obviously add on to your portfolios, there's typically a spot for you. So let's go through the 4 levels of real estate. If I write, you write, as I would tell my former students. The first level is wholesaling. The second is fix and flip. The third is buy and hold. And the fourth is actually money lending. So moving all the way down. If you're looking at this for the first time, level 1 is typically a lot less risky. As soon as you start moving down the levels, obviously risk goes up and obviously reward goes up. So let's kind of just go through this and explain each one just in case you're brand new to this. Wholesaling is the idea of going out and locking up a contract. You're going to say, yes, I'm going to buy it, and then you're going to move that contract now that you have an invested interest in that piece of paper to another investor, and that's typically the investor that's going to be coming and closing on it. So wholesaling is a good way of doing real estate with no money and no credit. Doesn't mean it's not involved, it's just not your money and credit that's bringing to the table. Wholesaling, pretty much you're adding anywhere from $5,000 or $10,000 to the contract, especially right now, to another investor. Now, who are you moving that property to? You're moving that to another fix and flip investor, or you're moving it to another buy and hold investor. Now, fix and flippers, if you've watched any cable TV show, you probably have a pretty good idea of what a fix and flip is. You're going to come in, you're going to focus on carpet, paint, baths, fix up the kitchens, make it look nice, and then obviously we're going to look to sell that either in a retail market or specifically what we do, moving that to another investor. So we're actually moving it into the investing side instead of choosing to sell it on a retail market. We all kind of know what the retail market's doing right now. If you are looking at a fix and flip, you're not going to be doing it for anything less than $20,000 profit. And that's just makes sense. And obviously the $20,000 for a risk sake can obviously disappear pretty quickly. Now let's move down to level 3. Level 3 is a buy and hold, where we're actually taking a family, we're moving that family and obviously taking them and moving them into our property, and they're going to be living there. So with this market right now, obviously people's credits aren't as wonderful. Obviously people are losing their jobs, and so there's a wonderful rental market right now for those people that are looking for equity and cash flow. So this is great for the people. Pretty much typically most of our properties have the $20,000, $25,000 in equity, and they're ranging from $200,000 or $200 to $400 per month positive cash flow. So we've got our bills being paid, and obviously we're able to cash flow on top of that. So this is a great retirement plan, especially for those people that like the idea of getting paid their retirement today rather than wait until they're 65. And our game plan for pretty much everyone is 10 paid off properties by the time you are retired, and you're going to be cash flowing around $10,000 a month. And it doesn't matter what the stock market does. Doesn't matter what your pension does. Obviously, it's backed up, and we also like it because it's backed by insurance. So at a certain point, you're going to become a money lender. And well, what does that mean? If you've got 401ks, if you've got IRAs, if you've got money that's sitting out there, obviously for 12, 20%, we can actually start using that money and obviously getting a much, much greater return by using that money for the deal. So instead of paying a hard money lender, basically you can create yourself as a hard money lender and then start moving that back up through the system to get a greater return. So the people that are at 3 and 4 are obviously in a very, very different place. Obviously they're making money on top of their money, and obviously they're moving that back through the system. So if you're taking a big look at this, obviously everything is very connected. We're moving things down. Obviously people have different interests. Some people are looking for massive income or that short-term income, dealing with the wholesales or the fix and flips. And there's other investors out there that are looking for the buy and holds. And there's a completely different group of investors that has the money to be lending and they want a higher return. So if this piques your interest, somewhere around the site you should be able to find a contact form, or you should be able to find a link back to our site for a contact form. And we pretty much want to talk to any of them that is interested. And obviously we're not looking for tire kickers. We want people that are very serious in moving forward with real estate. So if you're brand new, Or if you're a seasoned veteran and you want the idea of working with a team that's really collaborating and working together, then fill out that form. It's going to come directly to me, Jason Seacrest, and we're going to sit down 20, 30 minutes, draw out some deals together, go through a webinar, figure out what your goals are, and see if there's going to be a good fit.